Hey friends, welcome back to the Paper Girly Studio. My name is Mitzi, and today I'm doing my Hobonichi Cousin weekly memory keeping layout. First up though, I got a new mug, and it is pink, and I'm keeping my Tombow pins in it, because I'm realizing that if I don't see my Tombow pins, then I forget to use them. It says keep life simple. I think that's a really nice saying, and I love it because it's pink. So today we are going to start out my layout for the week. And I am going to use these two washi tapes. We kind of have a confetti washi tape, and then we have this airmail washi tape. This one I got as a gift from the beach house in Edmonds, and this one I got from, I think, scrapbook.com. And so I am going to lay this out as per usual. I always start my Hobonichi Cousin layouts with washi tape because one, I have tons and tons and tons of it, and two, I just like adding a little bit of color here at the bottom of the page. So we're going to start by laying that out. So we are officially done with the first week of 2026. How's everyone doing? Is everybody keeping the resolutions? Um, I am not. The only resolution I had was a exercise resolution, and we are, what, 10 days in now, and I have yet to pick up a weight or do anything significant other than walk around 10,000 miles through IKEA this week. And I off balanced that 10,000 steps with a ton of desserts at the food court at IKEA, so that doesn't really count at all. So this washi tape I got, and I mostly use it for pen paling. I put it on envelopes or packages. I just think it's really cute. And my friends get excited because when I use this, they know just from not even looking at the return address that this is a card or a package from me. And I just think it's lovely, nice and colorful. I like the rainbow pattern. I love the little envelopes and the gilded foil on it. I just think it's really, really super cute. So we're going to lay that down and then move on from there. There we go. Nice. Gorgeous. Love that. So next up, I'm going to pick out the pen that I'm going to use to write down my weekly quote. And I have this box full of fountain pens. I love writing with fountain pens. And my kids, was it last Christmas? Yeah, last Christmas got me all these colorful Uli pens. Let's see if I can get that in there for you to see. Yes, Uli pens. And this one is kind of a purple lavender color, and I just love it. So that is the pen that I'm going to use to write down my weekly quote. Now I gotta find a piece of paper. Let me grab a piece of paper. I like to have a piece of paper always on hand nearby so that I can scribble with pens. I haven't used these in quite a while, so I don't know if they are dried out or not. So, nope, works perfectly just like brand new. So this is the pen that I'm going to use, and let's get to writing down our quote. So the quote I picked out this week is by Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye had a TV show here in Seattle. I think it was probably in the 80s, maybe when I was in middle school, high school, that type of era. I would have to look up to be sure. But anyway, he had a show here geared toward kids about science and all that. So the quote that I am taking from him this week is everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. And that's by Bill Nye. And I thought, what a great reminder when I meet new people. When I meet new people, to ask questions, to be curious, to be inspired to learn something new about these people. Because even if it's just in passing and you happen to have a little conversation, if I ask a question that is more than just a hey, how's it going, then maybe I will learn something. So these little post
pictures of the postman and the boxes and the envelope I cut out from my Hubman and Chubgirl Happy Mail envelope. And I thought, you know what, let me just put these down here and fill up some of the space. Oh yeah, fun fact, Bill Nye actually lived in my neighborhood years ago when he was making that show. So my neighbor has his backdrop in his garage. So next up, we are going to use some Tombow pins, or use a Tombow pin. So I picked out these 3 purple colors to kind of go with my purple Uli pin that I wrote the quote down on, and I just have to decide which pin I want to use. So we have 620, we have 603. Let's see how different that is. A little bit different. And then we have 623. So... I think I'm going to go with that one. So here we go, adding on some Tombow ink. This is new to me, so I have to remind myself every single time that I do a layout to remember to grab these pens. And I had to check out and see how I used them last time, and it looks like I just filled in the dates. So I'm going to do just the same thing here with these. It is Friday afternoon, and so I am doing my memory keeping today. So obviously I won't be doing it to completion. Just like last week, I kind of do this on Fridays, and then I fill out my Saturday and Sunday after the weekend. But I will, at some point in this video, flip back so you can see the completion of my entire week that I did last week. I just don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. So there we go. We have the 623, and we have our Tombow ink in. So, like I always say, this is the year that I'm going to use all my things, and that includes the Tombow pins. So next up, I have my little pile of stuff, and these are pictures that I have taken during the week and that I just printed out in a couple of different sizes in order to make them fit into the weekly spread grid here. So I have to kind of remember what goes where. I like taking pictures when I'm out and about. I'm that kind of weird lady at the store taking pictures of shelves and taking pictures of food and all that kind of stuff. That is from the IKEA booklet. That is from the IKEA booklet. I went on Tuesday to IKEA with my daughter and her friend to look for a couple of organization plastic bins, and ended up walking out with much, much more. But I stayed in budget, so I'm pretty happy about that. This was also the week that a couple of my favorite, I call them garbage shows, that isn't necessarily a negative term. It's just what I happen to watch, what I happen to call them, because unfortunately there's a lot of garbage behavior, maybe you would call it, on them, but it's all stuff that I just can't keep from watching. It's just my voyeur shows that I enjoy watching. So, I'm thinking I'm not going to use that. I'm going to throw that up there. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I'm going to use my glue tape from Amazon and just start taping these down. So I hope everyone had a great week and that you are gearing up for a nice, relaxing weekend. My husband is actually working tomorrow, so I will be relaxing by taking down my Christmas decorations. That has been kind of on the back burner while the kids have been in town, and being sick during the holidays as well. I just didn't really feel like getting into that whole mess up there yet. But I do intend on taking care of that this weekend, getting the ornaments off the tree, getting the tree down, getting all the extra this and that put away so that I can really start focusing on the next part of this year, which is the organization part. So I cut this out to fill up 2 columns, and it's actually a picture that I put in one of my daily spreads as well, which I will show you because I'm very proud that I have kept up on my dailies. I know it's only been 1 week, but I'm pretty proud of myself that I have kept up on my dailies as well, because sometimes I don't keep up on them and then I have to go and backlog them, and it's not as fun for me. Plus, it's just not something that I like to spend my time on. I like to move in a very forward momentum with everything that I do. And when I don't keep up on something, then I feel like I'm falling behind, going backwards, spending time doing something that I want to do with something that I feel like I have to do. And I'm one of those people that I like as many pages of my journal or my planner to be filled at the end of the year. So this is a little picture that I just downloaded off the internet and then printed out so that I could mostly show that I caught up on this. So I marathoned, oh gosh, I think the whole thing in one night. Or one evening that I started out early and ended up staying up way too late finishing off. And now all I have to do is watch the what do you call those little interviewee ones at the very end, and those haven't dropped yet. But I am excited for those to come out because I have some feelings about this season, as I do every season. I kind of hate watch this because freaking Cody drives me bananas. And for me, if I can let out my anger on somebody that I don't know and somebody that will never have to hear my hurtful words, then that keeps me from letting that angry feeling, frustrated feeling get built up. Or at least that's what I say. Plus, it's just entertaining. And I love Janelle. I am a Janelle, very independent type of gal like that. So then on Wednesday, holy cow, Miniverse minis. I thought I discovered the joy of them last year when I got the little Hello Kitty ones that you can build out little snacks. But holy cow, these new ones, these fill your fridge, I am addicted to them. Oh, it's so much fun. I did not realize that you actually get 7 little items per little ball. Plus, I've been watching this one guy on YouTube that is just hilarious when he opens them. He's from the UK, and he does those Aldi little mini brands openings. Unfortunately, we don't have Aldi's here, so I cannot get those. Though I did reach out to my girlfriend Natalie to see if their Aldi's happens to have them, since there's an Aldi's where she lives, where I used to live. Okay, and then let's see, Trader Joe's. I always grab these stickers when I'm there, so I'm going to put this everything but, because I do love the everything but brand of cream cheese and bagels and all that. So then I just got back from Costco grabbing a couple things. I'm including gas. Gas prices are really low right now, which is nice, or really low for our area at least. I think it was $3.52. So I ran to grab gas because I was down to my last, you've got 50 miles. Little dinger bell went off and it freaked me out. And then I had to grab a couple other things, including the pizza for tonight. Those little rectangle pizzas. I haven't tried those yet. So that is my spread. I did print this out just a minute ago because yesterday I had the day off and I spent all day making this folio. Um, I'm part of a pen pal group on Facebook, and I have a couple of really neat pen pals. And besides that, they have these monthly little exchanges. And this one is for a gal named Melissa out in Illinois. And so it is self-care. So I made a little folio, and I'm going to just fill it up with a lot of fun stuff. I'm actually did a video. This is it. I did a video, or to do a tutorial on how I made it. I just have to edit it, and I'll throw that up later, probably Monday, I want to say. So I'm going to use some of my favorite washi tape, and that is the Coffee Monster Co. I just love Helen's designs, and this is the artsy desk, and I particularly like the desk motif washies that she does. I have my new ruler that I got just a couple months ago. They are great um, for cutting washi tape. So I'm going to put this down and then just hold it down firmly and rip it off nice and straight. So I love these little metal rulers that she makes. So then next up, we're going to use another one of Helen's creations, and this is for writing. I would have to go back and look up exactly what it's called, but I'm not going to right now. I just know that on Wednesday and Thursday, I spent a whole lot of time writing pen pal letters, and I thought this would be a good washi tape to use to kind of signify writing letters. They all sent me Christmas cards last week, and I needed to write them back. And Christmas has been such a blur with family and activities and illnesses that I just haven't gotten around to writing in any of my pen pals as of late. So I sat down and wrote these. They're 99% complete. I still have to find some fun things to put in the envelopes and decorate the envelopes. And my plan is to get those to my mailbox or to the post office by tomorrow. I think our post office is open till 1, so tomorrow at 1. So that is my plan. Besides that, getting my Christmas decorations down. Other than that, editing a video. Other than all of that, I don't have any other plans for this weekend. I still have to bring my nieces out for Christmas, but I don't think that's going to happen this weekend. This washi tape that I'm using, I got from my local paper store, the Urban Paper in Edmonds, or actually now they're in Shoreline. And this is by Fawn Lawn, and I really like their washi tapes as well. I have a few different ones, and I thought that, ooh, goodness, I might need to find some glue. Let me find some glue. Where did I put it? There we go. Okay, so this is the glue that I use, the Barely Art glue. You just put a little teeny tiny bit down here. I just kind of rub it around with my finger to get it stuck down. And I just use a little sewing pin here to, oops, use my other hand, to close it up. So that is my week so far in pictures. And so what else? What else am I going to add here? Oh yeah, I am going to add in my Starbucks. So I'm going to use my little Starbucks washi tape. I'm trying to drink less fancy coffee, as I call them. The Starbucks that has all the flavors and the creams and the, what do you call it? The foams and whipped cream and all that. Trying to cut down on that this year as I'm trying to get a little bit healthier, aka lose just a couple pounds that have just crept up over the last year. We will see how that goes because I love Starbucks, but I'm going to give it the old college try, as they say. I tell you, growing older is definitely not for the weak. Um, though I am feeling good, I am starting to feel my age, and I am not real happy about that. I have always been active, and I continue to be active because that's the lifestyle that I live. But it is just a little bit more wearing on my body, I have noticed lately. And I'm trying to embrace it because mentally, um, 53, turning 54 this year, I am just loving where I am mentally. And part of that, I have to give credit to journaling. So I have this traveler's notebook. It's the sticky paper traveler's notebook insert. And I have some of random Coffee Monster Co. stickers that I put in it. So I'm going to grab out a couple of stickers out of this. I love stickers, and so I always try to throw a couple of them down because I'm trying to use them. So this, I'm very excited because I got the notification that my most current order is going to be shipping soon. And then next up, I'm going to use some of my Hubman and Chubgirl stickers. Like I said, this is the year I'm going to use all my stickers, or as many as I can. So tonight we are going to watch a movie, and I have a few picked out, and then just have to decide which one we want to watch tonight. So that will go there. Hold on a second. Actually, I need to take this up because I've got to print out the picture of the movie that we're going to watch. So I'm going to take this up ever so carefully and then put it back down. So as per usual, at least once I forget to put my camera back on. So I already started writing. I have my grocery shopping, hate, watch Cody, um, my broccoli beef, and I have my stickers that I'm going to use, that I used actually, the PJs all day and the Netflix night. So up here, Thursday yesterday, I actually was in my PJs all day doing that craft project. So I'm going to just write PJs all day down here. I'm using my blue Uli pen that I love. Then here is just coffee, coffee, coffee. And that usually, one, I just like saying coffee, coffee, coffee. And two, it's usually because I have 3 coffees. And that is what I did. 3 cups of coffee. So then I'm going to write, let's see. We'll just put Costco up here. I'm trying to learn how to write in camera without having to move my notebook around a whole lot. So it's not as clean as I'd like it, but I'm just trying this out for now. So then we have my notification from the Coffee Monsters Co. that I'm going to jot down here. Then I'm going to put movie night with Neil. I picked out a movie called Train Dreams, and it is about a logger and his evolution over time. And Neil's family is an old logging family. He is the first generation not to log, not to be a logger. So I thought that might appeal to his logging roots. And then Saturday, I know I'm going to sleep in, and I thought this little Hubman and Chubgirl sticker was cute. So next up, I'm going to write down made folio for Melissa, and I really love making folios. They're really fun. A lot of math, which I hate, but the actual making and decorating them once I have the mathematics part out of the way, I really do enjoy making them. And then 1,000-Pound Sisters, new season dropped. Me and my son both love watching this show. These girls, man, or this whole family are kind of bananas, but I do think it's impressive of what Tammy has done in the last year. So I do enjoy watching that journey. So next up, let's see, we are going to put down Right Joy, Catherine, and Vanny. Those are my 3 main pen pals that I have. One lives pretty close by, one farther away, and then one all the way across the country. But they are some really great gals, and I really love doing the whole pen pal experience with them, having something fun in my mailbox, and sending fun letters and stickers and all that. So here we have a couple more little spaces. Let's see. This is from IKEA. I could write something IKEA, but no, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to print something out to put there. Something to go with the mini browns. Yes, I know what I'm going to print out. So let me go print that out, and then I will be right back to fill in this space. So I am back, and I just printed out a picture of my local Fred Meyer's. And I did that so that it is next to my little mini brand obsession so that I can remember where I got it from. Now, obviously, you can get these little, mini brand miniatures in any toy department, I'm assuming, but these particular ones I found at Fred Meyer. And so I want to jot down a note here that this is where my newest obsession is so that I know to go back there and grab more. Or probably grab one anytime I'm at the grocery store, just for funsies. I got 2 already, and I was really excited, first for what they are, and secondly, because I did not get a duplicate ball. So we are going to go for it again and see if we can keep that streak going. So now we have all of that, all the writing, all the pictures. Now we have to find some of these little quotes. And I just thought, since this is such a colorful spread, that I would use some of these colorful quotes. I just have to pick out what I want to use. So let's see. Let's grab this. Strive for progress, not perfection. And that is good to remind myself to do that. That's kind of what this journal is. I have some ideas for what I might change my monthlies over to down the road. I don't know. I think I might hold off and do it at the 6-month mark so that this Hobonichi avec is themed out the way that I had planned it, or at least my months the way that I planned it. And my plan was to do all Hubman and Chubgirl. Oh, I'm having a hard time talking today. I'm a little bit tired. I stayed up super late last night and got up early this morning, so I'm a little bit tired. I could probably use a nap, but I am doing this instead. So let's see, one more, just to fill in space. So, it's a matter of if I like the quote in the color. So I think I'm just going to use this one. Here, have an awesome day, which I plan on doing when my kids were young. I gotta find something for that. When my kids were young and in school, the last thing I would say to them when they walked out the door was, "Be awesome." And so even though awesome is not necessarily an right now word, it is a word that has a lot of meaning to me. So let's see, one last little thing. Come on, Mitzi. Let's see. We'll just go with something simple. We will just go with this. Love this. That is a simple little quote. And I will put it down here by my beef and broccoli. The bane of my existence is trying to come up with dinner ideas. So anytime that I come up with a great dinner idea, I love it. So that is my spread. And like I said, it is Friday today, so I'm just doing it through Friday, and then I will finish these Saturday, Sunday, on Monday. But last week, because I did the same thing, I had to fill in Saturday and Sunday and fill in a couple more spots here. This was all fun stuff here. I got my Christmas cards for my pen pals, and I got this little sticker in it, this Grinch sticker. Then I brought Chris home back to Bellingham. I watched the season 2 of Severance, and then my nails. So I will fill this in on Monday. But that is what I did this week, and I'm having a real good time using the weekly this way this year so far, even though I know it's only been a week. But to do it 2 weeks in a row is pretty good for me. So then like I said, I am very excited that I kept up on my dailies, because a lot of times dailies are hard for me to keep up on. This is all stuff that I got from Vanny with inside my Christmas card. I've got these little stickers, this cute little envelope from Vancouver. This is a card that I got in the mail for this quilt that I made. It was for a baby shower for our neighbor's first grandchild. Her son and daughter-in-law are having a little girl. So that is that. Then the day after, hold on, missed a page. So this is more stuff from Vanny. She sends me the cutest stuff, and she just loves that I love paper, ephemera paper. Oh gosh, how am I going to get this out of here? Let me see. Let me get some tweezers. This is from the place that she gets her hair done at. She's a beautiful blonde, so she gets her hair done a lot. And so these are all just little business cards and ephemera. This is from my Happy Mail. I got that and was excited to write about that. Then we have IKEA Day. So went down to Renton, and I like doing double spreads. This is me in a bathtub, a nice clawfoot bathtub. This is the cart, my new cart that I'm going to set up and make a video out of. This is the stationery area, or I call it the stationery area. It's actually like the kid art area, but I did grab a couple things from there. And then this is my daughter and her friend, Molly and Esme, that we had lunch. So my receipt. Okay, then this is my minis. So this was yesterday and today. So we have a little picture of my minis, have this little fold out that you get, and then I just marked out all the different things that I got in these first 2 balls. And so I'm hoping to collect as many possible. I love the bacon. And then go from there. We'll see how far my luck can run with not getting doubles of things. Ironically, when I did Hello Kitty last year, I only got 1 double all year. And so kombucha, turmeric shot, all fun stuff. So that is that. And then here I have one of the little wrappers that they came in. So I thought, oh, that's fun. And then out with the old, in with the new. So this is my new obsession. Then I just wanted to put in my Jibun Techo, the little card that came with it, just because I had it laid on my desk and I wanted to make sure that I got it in here before I lost it. So then Saturday and Sunday I will do later this weekend. I love watching my Hobonichi thicken up ever so slightly. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everyone has a fabulous, relaxing weekend doing something that sparks joy in your life. So, if this is something that you like watching, please like and subscribe, and that will make it easier for you to find me next time. Until then, from one paper girly to another, bye.